Alright, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? This is my first time talking about something that, I really want to get off the chest. It's hip hop. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Nas put it in the best way. Hip hop is dead. It's dying if it's not already dead, you know what I mean? A lot of things, a lot of cats out there in the game right now are still spitting the same shit over and over again. I mean, the South is running it. You know what I mean? Big ups to them, but there's no real good talent in the South. I mean, I'm not saying all the down South rappers out there straight up garbage. I'm talking about like Lil Wayne. He's nice. He got some lyrics. I like the way he spits some shit out there. You got Jeezy. He got some things to say. Trick Daddy in my mind is always gonna be focused up like that. T.I. in my head is not the king of the South. He's garbage. Ludacris he's nice with some of his shit. He's a little playboy. He little play around with his shit and whatnot, but. This hip hop is out there, it's dying, and it's right now. You got these cats in the game who's coming out and they straight up corny. Like just do memes, you're whack, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. You're garbage, son. I mean, first off, I understand there's always money to be made out there, but damn, you gonna sell out. You know what I'm saying? To go make a whole entire album. I do like the fact that this dude actually said something and he slapped himself in the mouth when he said that line in his song where he said, I can say nothing on the track and still make $1 million and whatnot. And that's the truth though. You ain't gotta be a real artist or a real lyricist no more. All you gotta do is just make a hot beat that people can bounce their head to. And it's not even gotta be a hot beat, just gotta be something that people can bounce their head to and talk about making some new dance or some dumb shit. And all right there, this is garbage right now. Hip hop is dying. It's starting to sound real tight, but. And another issue that seems to get on my head is everybody talking about still got this Biggie Tupac thing going to their head. Biggie and Tupac, the greatest rappers of all time. You could probably put Tupac up in the mix, maybe, but Biggie, no, come on, man. The dude died at the top of his game. Doesn't make him the best, you know what I'm saying, rapper out there. If that was the case, then put Big L up there. You know what I mean? He never got nowhere, but he was at the top of his game when he died. Biggie had what, 2 albums out before he was killed, and that don't make him the best. That don't make him the best rapper of all time. You have cats who are still in the game, who was in the game before Biggie even came out. You know what I'm saying? That probably influenced Biggie before he even got to where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on the Rakim, speaking on Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Certain cats like that. If you want to talk about like. To sit there and say the greatest rapper of all time, you gotta look at all aspects of the game. You gotta see what you've done in the game, how long you've been in the game, how many albums you done sold, stuff like that. And then in my head, I love Jay-Z to death. He's probably one of the greatest rappers. They can't be the greatest rapper of all time out there, but there's only a few rappers that you can sit there and go to any continent on this planet where it's occupied by, you know what I'm saying, by a lot of people who actually listen to music, and there's only a few rappers in the game that you can go to any one of those continents and boom, mention their name and everybody knows who the fuck you're talking about. It's like in a few cats that are, it's like Wu-Tang Clan. You can go to any continent on this planet and say you know who the Wu-Tang Clan is, and they're gonna know the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is like one of the biggest. It's probably the biggest rap group in the game. You got 50 Cent, who in my head is completely garbage. He's a clown. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's whacked out. But Eminem, Dr. Dre, almost everybody in Aftermath is just basically Dre, 50, Eminem, and you also got Tupac, who's known, but I'm not really gonna say he was known like that when he was alive. Biggie wasn't known like that when he was alive. He only got known after his death, which doesn't really count in my book because that was all over the news and the biggest thing in hip hop, Tupac is killed, and then Biggie is killed, and then blah blah blah. Okay, we got it. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta rap, blah blah blah. But Jay-Z, he's another cat. He's known in every continent there is out there. This man can't go outside his house on anywhere. He can't go anywhere without people recognizing him and going to rushing him for autographs because it's motherfucking Hova. You know what I'm saying? He's the new CEO of Def Jam. Who else can say shit like that? So, if you got, there's too many people out in the game right now that's been in longer than the game to sit there and say that Biggie and Tupac are the greatest rappers of all time. It's not truthful. And back to the point of saying that hip hop is dead. Hip hop is not dead. It's dying, but you got like a lot of underground rappers that people ain't listening to, but they got hot shit to spit. You got my boy Reason, you got Matt Ills, you got Matt, the artist formerly known as Matt Skills, now is known as Skills. He's always been sick, always coming up with the wrap up of every year. He's just his flow is sick. You got Saigon, the monster, the only true thug in the rap game right now. I mean, the shit that he spits about, like with 50 talking about this murdering this, murdering that. This nigga spent his entire life until he just recently, a few years ago, got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? This dude spits the real hot shit, but he ain't flaunting that shit like 50's flaunting that fake shit and whatnot. That shit that these suburban kids love listening to and blah blah blah. So what I'm trying to say is just like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to put down the Little John, put down the fucking two steps and all that other bullshit, dancing, whatever, and pick up some real music. Keep hip hop where it's at. Listen to some real shit. I mean, stop listening to this garbage ass music that y'all niggas is listening to nowadays. I mean, get this out. South is doing this thing, giving it props. Hoorays, hit your claps. Yay, South, you're doing things. But man, fuck all the rest of that shit. You know what I mean? Bring that shit to where, you know what I'm saying, where real rappers can come into the game and spit some real shit. I mean, some hot shit, not just some off of the top freestyle bullshit that ain't talk about nothing but diamonds on their shoes and all that other dumb shit. We don't want that. We want hip hop to strive. We want hip hop to keep going where it's at. Cause right now, rap, hip hop, all that is just, it's getting boring, you know what I mean? It's just dying the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? We need to bring that shit back to the roots. And I'm not saying bring it back to New York or up north. I'm just saying bring it back to where it was some good music, where good lyrics is, not just some beats and niggas just screaming over the beats, you know what I mean? Just put down that Little John. Figure deal me in.